If you love giving good gifts, then this video is for you. Hi y'all, and welcome to Daily Dose of DIY. My name is Chris. I'm your guide to making great Cricut crafts. And today we are making these adorable mini envelope books. These are so fun to give as gifts and they're great for back to school. I'm making some for back to school today. I plan on making several this year for Christmas as well. And I have a free SVG cut file for you so you can make some too. The file has two different versions. One includes score lines. So this one was made with score lines. I'm not sure if you can tell a difference even on these. And this one was made with the perforated cut lines. I'll show you both. It's a lot of fun. Let's jump in and get your SVG file. You will find the link to get the free SVGs in the video description or the very first pinned comment. Follow that link and then simply click Get My Free SVGs. Fill out your first name and email address and then click Send My Password, and we'll send the link and the password to the library right over to you. Once you're in the library, enter in the password. And all of our SVG files are listed in alphabetical order, and they include pictures to make it easy to find. You're welcome to download and make any SVG or project you find in our free library. You'll find the SVG for this mini envelope book under M. Simply click the download button and your download will automatically happen. For the supplies you'll need to make this, I am going to use some glue tape. Any glue will work, but this is the best. You'll need some twine if you want to tie them together like this, and scissors to cut that. I am cutting this on my Cricut Maker. You can make this project on your Cricut Explorer, your Cricut Maker, or even your Cricut Joy Extra. Using pattern paper on this is fun. This pattern paper, this one I made for Christmas, was just one-sided, so then when you open it, you see that it's white on the inside. If you use double-sided pattern paper, it kind of just looks fun all the way in and you don't have that white. Either one will work though. This Christmas pattern double-sided I got, they had a lot of cute fun patterns in this pack for Christmas, so I will link this to you in the description down below if you want to grab the same one. I'm going to be making lots of Christmas gifts with that one, and for today we're making them as teacher gifts. I'm using the Echo Park New Day paper pad. This is 6x6 double-sided cardstock, so this is a great project for your smaller pieces of pattern cardstock as well. All these pages are double-sided with a different pattern on each side, so that makes it even more fun. I love the patterns in here for summer and spring or teacher's gifts like we're doing today. If you're cutting the note card, you'll need a scrap piece of white and then a scrap piece in another color if you want to make the gift tag, the little tiny gift tag as well. Let's jump on into Design Space now and see what we need to do to get this cut. I wanted to jump in real quick and tell you about a special we have on our Paper Crafters Club. Now, this club is where you can download loads of premium paper craft SVG files on demand, and they include printable instructions so you know how to put them together. The SVG files include things that are great for gift giving. My favorite memories are crafting with my grandma and giving them as gifts for birthdays, holidays, anything special. And that is why I created this club. And for a limited time, when you join the Paper Crafters Club for 3 months or longer, I will send you some happy mail with my favorite glue to make these paper crafts, along with a printout that will teach you how to properly glue your craft so it doesn't look like a first grader did it, and which glues to use when. This Happy Meal package has a retail value of over $20, and with it only costing $25 for 3 months to the Paper Crafters Club, and all of these SVG files you can download. It's really a no-brainer. Follow the link in the description or the first comment below for instant access. I can't wait to craft with you. Once you have your file in Design Space, select it and click Add to Canvas. If you need help uploading or downloading SVG files, check the description. I'll link you up to a tutorial for that. We're going to start with the one with score lines, and it's going to look a little funny when it comes in, but don't worry, it's going to work out properly. So the first thing you want to do is to go to the top of the Layers menu and click the Ungroup button, and then click anywhere on the canvas to ungroup them. The very top should be the lines that we're going to change to score. So we go over to the operations, click on the down arrow and change that to score. That makes it look a lot better, but I did notice the score lines aren't on there quite even. I'm not sure why they came into Design Space that way. I double checked the SVG and they are even there. So you want to give it a double check and just make sure you move those into place. Next, you want to go to the top of the Layers menu and select those score lines again. And this time we're going to click the Ungroup button so that they will all be ungrouped. And then you need to select each end of envelope individually along with the score lines and click the Attach button at the bottom of the Layers menu so that your score lines will stay with your envelope when we go to the cut mat. If you are using the SVG file that includes the perforated cut lines, once you bring it into Design Space, there's nothing else you need to do. You can click the Make It button. I did want to point out though, for both files, it includes a little gift tag and a little note card you can cut out. If you do not want these pieces, click the Ungroup button and select them and just simply click Delete. On the cut mat screen, I want to cut my tag in a different color for my note card, so I'm just going to grab him, slide him to the other side of the mat, and then we are good to go to click the Continue button. I am going to cut this out of medium cardstock, and if you chose the SVG file with the score lines, you'll also be prompted to load your scoring wheel or scoring stylus. To load your stylus, open clamp A and just push the stylus down until it clicks and then close the clamp and we're good to go. Remember, I'm cutting my note card and my tag out of two different colors in the same mat. So I'm going to load the white for the note card over on the left side of the mat, and then I'm going to load yellow, which is what I want my gift tag to cut out of, over on the right side. Insert your cut mat into your Cricut. Click the Load Mat button and then click the Go button and let Cricut do its thing. When it's done cutting, be sure to flip your mat over and remove your mat from your paper. This will help prevent curling and tearing from your project. A quick note, if you're using the 6x6 cardstock, be sure that the right edge goes just over the 6-inch mark line. Cricut gives a 1/4 inch margin all the way around, so it's not going to be lined up to the left edge. You want to make sure the right edge is just slightly past that 6-inch mark so the whole project will cut. Now we're to the fun part of putting our envelope book together. I don't think I've mentioned yet how incredibly easy this is. You want to start with folding each envelope along your perforation or score lines. There are two at the top score lines that you'll need to fold, and this gives us the little gusset that makes it like more book-like and allows us to fit things in there. Once you have your folds done, take a strip of glue down each of the sides and glue the bottom flap up to those sides. When you get to the full-size envelopes, make sure the gusseted side is at the top. You don't want to glue that side down. Once your envelopes are assembled, we want to put them in order to put them together. The envelope without a top flap will go to your far left. The envelope in the center is going to be your outside color, so choose which one you want to be in the center. And then the one at the top is going to be the outer flap. So if you're not sure which way you want it, you can just kind of put them back and forth and see which would look best before you commit to gluing. Once you decided on your order, take the envelope without the top flap and add a strip of glue to the little tab. And then we're going to take the back side of your middle envelope and glue it to that tab. You don't want to cover the top perforation line. The bottom should line up right with that perforation line, and then glue it into place. Now for the next one, we can glue the whole top of the envelope flap. Again, make sure you don't cover that perforation line in glue. And then we're going to glue the back side of the top envelope right along the edge of that perforation line. And now we're ready to fold it up and see how it's looking. Make sure everything lined up. I just love these patterns and these colors. It is so adorable. And when you open it up, we have 3 little pockets that we can add gifts to. This is what the back side will look like. So just the opposite of the front, still adorable. Some great ideas to add to your pockets include a personal note, some stickers. You can put in cash, gift cards. I'm going to add this little patch. You can just add all sorts of fun things. To keep the envelope closed, I'm going to wrap it in some baker's twine about 4 times around and then cut it off and tie the ends together. You don't want it to be super tight. If you keep it a little loose, you'll be able to slide this twine on and off without having to retie it. After it's tied, if you want to add the gift tag, tie that to one of the strings and then cut your extra strings off and your gift is ready to give. Thanks again for making these super fun envelope books with me today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more fun Cricut crafts and tutorials, and don't forget to get your free SVG file. God bless.